What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with Tech Daily, and in this video, we are checking out the complete lineup of RhinoShield cases for the iPhone XR. Now, yes, I know I did just make a video about RhinoShield's lineup for the iPhone XS a couple of weeks ago, but I wanted to check out these iPhone XR cases because, well, it's my channel and I can do what I want, but also because in the last few videos that I have featured my red iPhone XR, I also briefly showed off this RhinoShield case, and I got so many questions about it, asking what it was and where to get it, and honestly, I think this is the perfect case for this phone. Also, RhinoShield was kind enough to send me a few more different styles and colors of all of their cases this time around too, with the SolidSuit series, the Mod NX series, and the CrashGuard NX series. So you won't be seeing the same stuff here as the last video, which is great. Especially with the SolidSuit series, we've got a bunch more styles here to check out, and that's actually what we're going to start with right now. But as always, if you're interested in learning more about any of the cases featured in this video, or perhaps you want to pick one up for yourself, I'll have links to everything down below in the video description. So the SolidSuit series is sort of RhinoShield's standard case style that includes 11 different materials and finishes right now, ranging in price between $30 and $40. The 4 different ones I have here include the carbon fiber black variation, which sells for $35, and this is definitely one of my personal favorites. There's also the microfiber graphite for $35, classic black, which is a little cheaper at $30, and the black leather, which is also $35. I'll give you guys a close-up of all of the different materials and finishes in just a minute, so you can sort of get an idea of the look and feel of each of these cases. But as far as the design of the SolidSuit series, these are your standard single piece cases that cover the back and sides of the phone entirely. Like all of the RhinoShield cases, you're getting their famous shock spread polymer blend and honeycomb design on the inside for up to 11 feet of impact protection to really keep your phone crack free. The nice thing about these cases though is that while they do offer military grade drop protection, they're quite a bit thinner and slimmer than a lot of the other cases on the market. They don't add a whole lot of bulk to the phone, and they really feel manageable even with one hand. On the sides, you've got individual covered buttons for the volume and power switches, and precise cutouts for everything you need down at the bottom. And you guys know that one of the biggest requirements I have for any case I put on my phone is a single complete raised edge along the screen to keep it from hitting any flat surface. And this case, of course, has that as well, which is awesome. So your screen is a little better protected overall. Here's a closer look at that carbon fiber finish on the back, which I think looks really awesome. It's actually really smooth. There's no texture here at all, and it's just subtle enough to give you that look without being too busy. So I think they did a really good job here. The graphite microfiber is also a really interesting finish. I like the color here a lot. That light gray looks really nice. And this case is pretty soft, obviously, with a high quality texture that's very unique for a case. I really haven't seen many others that offer this sort of pleasant microfiber material, so I'm a big fan of this as well. If you'd rather keep things simple, you can of course stick with a classic black. This case has sort of a rubbery texture and finish, which offers a decent amount of grip. And if you like the simplicity here, but still want a bit of color, RhinoShield also offers classic white, cloud gray, and blush pink in this style too. So you have even more options to choose from. And last but not least, if you're a fan of leather, RhinoShield of course has just the case for you. This case, as you can see, has just a subtle texture, but a high quality leather feel with just enough shine, I think, without making it look too cheap. And overall, just a really classy design that I think looks really good. RhinoShield's SolidSuit series has been a personal favorite of mine for the last couple of years, mainly because you're getting a complete high quality case that's guaranteed to protect your phone. And I think they retail for a pretty reasonable price, all things considered. You've got a lot of color options and finishes to choose from too, so there's really something for everyone. And actually, if these aren't really your thing, RhinoShield also has 3 more wood finishes that I have featured on this channel before that also look really good. And by the way, if you don't have an iPhone XR, or maybe you don't even have an iPhone at all, RhinoShield has a nice selection of cases for other devices too, which is awesome. Okay, on to the main event here. This is the Mod NX case, and this red one right here is the case I've been rocking on my iPhone XR for the last few weeks, and this is the one you guys have been seeing. I also have a Mod NX case on my iPhone XS Max too. I still stand by these cases. They haven't failed me yet, and I have literally no complaints whatsoever. This is a pretty interesting case because it's sort of a 2-in-1 customizable thing depending on how much protection you feel like you need. One piece of the case is essentially just RhinoShield's CrashGuard bumper, but if you feel like you need a little more coverage, they also include a solid clear plastic back piece too. On the phone, this red on red looks awesome. I think it's the perfect case for my red iPhone XR, and I seriously have no plans to use any other case for a while now. The red rim keeps the screen protected, which is good, and around back with that clear cover, you get to see the color of your iPhone right through it, and I think it looks pretty much perfect. Once again, you've got your side buttons covered, but still easily accessible. There's a proper cutout for the speaker and lightning port, and just so you guys can get an idea, I think the black Mod NX case looks really awesome on this phone too. As far as the colors, RhinoShield also has gray, blue, white, pink, and yellow, with actually some additional options for the backplate too. But if you want to take the customization to the next level, powerful, you can also swap out all of the buttons and really give this case a unique look. There's 16 different button colors to choose from, and you can get just one single color pack for a couple bucks, or you can go all out and get a pack with every color for 16 bucks. And it's pretty subtle, but I think swapping out the buttons for a different color is a really nice touch on these cases. The red frame with the black buttons looks really good, and the black frame with red buttons I think looks even better. It's actually really easy to pop all the buttons in and out too, which is a big plus. And honestly, I know a little thing like this isn't for everyone, but I'm definitely into it, and I can appreciate RhinoShield's efforts here in offering the perfect customizable case for everyone. Beyond all the frame colors and buttons, RhinoShield also offers basically a million different backplate styles and designs, so you don't even have to go with a clear one if you don't want to. There are some plain color options, as well as a whole bunch of pre-made designs and styles, so you don't necessarily have to have a simple design here if you don't want to. You can change up the colors, add a graphic to the backplate, and really have a case that's totally unique from top to bottom. RhinoShield is definitely trying to offer as many styles as possible, and they're really giving everyone the opportunity to make their own perfect case for their phone. Last but not least, we've got the CrashGuard NX. This is probably RhinoShield's most well-known case for the last couple of years, and basically this is the Mod NX frame just without the included backplate. This is of course a bumper style case, so you're just getting protection for the edges and corners of the phone basically. They do include a skin for the rear of the phone for just a little added protection, which is nice, but if you want to take things a step further, RhinoShield does sell their own tempered glass protectors for the front and back of the device, and I actually think these are some of the higher quality tempered glass protectors on the market. So they're a solid option just on their own, but definitely a nice addition to the case setup too. And I have to say, while I do like the all red Mod NX setup, this red, white, and blue look here is really awesome. You can see obviously that you're getting a completely exposed back, but the rest of the case has the same buttons on the side, which are also fully customizable if you want to change them out to a different color, and a proper cutout down below for everything else. And even though this case is just a bumper, you're actually still getting the same military grade drop protection that's offered by the other cases too. Like I mentioned, you may want to throw on a front or back screen protector, but generally speaking, you're still going to get properly protected even with just the bumper. If you're looking just at the CrashGuard case, these retail for 25 bucks, and the Mod NX with that added backplate sell for around 30. And honestly, I think they're priced pretty well considering the kind of product you're getting here. Whether you opt for the SolidSuit, which will be the most protective of the bunch, or maybe you want to be a little more exposed with a CrashGuard bumper, you're still getting military grade drop protection for the device and a high quality case that will definitely stand the test of time. Like I said, I've been using RhinoShield cases on my own device for a while now, and I honestly wouldn't recommend them so much or praise them if I didn't genuinely think they were an excellent product at a good price. All in all, if you're hoping to find a good case for your phone and maybe even want to add a little bit of color too, any of these RhinoShield cases are great options, and I'll continue to recommend them time and time again. Like I said earlier, if you want to check out these cases for yourself, I'll leave links to all the ones featured in this video down below in the video description at their lowest prices, so be sure to check down there. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you think of these RhinoShield cases down in the comments below. Also, be sure to follow Tech Daily on Twitter and subscribe to the Tech Daily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.